Reincarnation. Here's a multidimensional view. So I can remember accessing past life memories from around the age of 6. Of course, I did not have the language for this at the time. Those memories used to flood back in an instant. At times, I would remember entire lifetimes, and sometimes just fragments. Memories from many different places, spaces, ethnicities, cultures, times, scenes of torture, lives as a slave, and even more loving lives, such as being a mother and a loved wife. Sometimes these memories would come through in dreams, and at other times it would be triggered by a smell, by entering into a space, sometimes even just by paging through a book. Hello darlings, my name is Carla. I'm a psychic and I channel a group of higher dimensional light beings whom I refer to as the Blue Team. This is my full-time profession and I also teach psychic development, among some other things. And so before I continue to this exploration of reincarnation, let me know in the comments, what do you think about reincarnation? Do you believe in it? So I was raised in a conservative Christian church, which really provided no explanation for these memories that were coming through. And much as children do, I simply carried on with my life, carried on playing, and moved on as if the memories had never even come. Honestly, I didn't have the tools to integrate them. I didn't know what to make of them. One day when I was quite a bit older, I read a book on Hinduism. Shout out India for all the sacred knowledge you have shared with the world. And of course, it was here that I stumbled upon this word, this concept, reincarnation. This idea that souls live many lives, coming back to live one life after another. And as I read about this, there was a shiver of resonance through my body. I simply knew this was the truth, and suddenly all of these memories made sense. Now, even though this is not really the focus of this video, I will just say that in Hinduism and in Buddhism, this idea of reincarnation is not something freeing. It's actually some kind of, trap, some kind of cycle that you want to break free from so that you can go and join with the oneness. I'm obviously using my own words here. However, for me at the time, it felt incredibly freeing because it meant that we had so many chances at life, so many chances of redoing. Of course, this life can be filled with suffering, and so yes, there's more and more suffering the more lives you live, but there's also more joy. And over the years, as I've evolved in my ability to see through multi-dimensional lenses, through multiple perspectives, multiple viewpoints, which really is part of my psychic gifts, I've really learned to understand this on a much deeper level. And much like many things, darling, there are so many ways to look at reincarnation. In some cultures, it is believed that we incarnate many times in the same bloodline. So essentially, when a new child is born into a family, it is a return of one of the ancestors. Some people believe that the reincarnation process is somewhat of a lottery process, where we just randomly shoot out into this realm, into this existence, until we've had all of the experiences we need to. Some New Age beliefs, which may or may not be based on some older beliefs or perspectives, will state that we choose, quite specifically our souls choose, or our higher self aspect chooses our parents, our race, the space we're going to be born in, the stars, the map of the stars, the astrology under which you will be born, in order to follow the soul journey or achieve the purpose or lesson that you need to unpack in this life. Now, personally, I do have memory of making that choice, but of course, always, there is no wrong or right way to believe. Perhaps for some people, it is more like a lottery. And it really would make a lot of sense that many groups of souls choose to continue to journey with each other. While some souls will enter into new spaces and bring medicine and energy to new groups of souls. None of these ways of seeing are wrong, but all of them are rather linear. And this is the thing. And of course, we're hardwired to experience, see, and think in a linear way. And so we often think of our past lives as happening one after each other. Often when I'm with a one-on-one client, they'll ask me, what was my previous past life? And I always battle with this question, because in the truth of all creation, time and space is but an illusion of this realm, and many other realms exist. All is now, and all is one. One great soul experiencing itself. This means that in reality, we have already lived every single life that there is to live. We are just currently having the experience of this one. Every life is our life. Every life is our own. And this concept is particularly difficult to integrate when we come into contact with versions of ourselves that we really don't like, such as people who are abusive or greedy and or harming the planet. And of course, a soul can experience itself as having a specific experience moving through a specific series of lives, perhaps even through a specific bloodline or ethnicity. And again, this is not wrong. There is just another layer behind that. So when we are tapping into past life memory, either in dream spaces or through spontaneous regression or even hypnotherapy, we could also describe this as tapping into collective memory, because we are one with the collective. And so all memories are our memories. Many people think this idea of reincarnation comes exclusively from the East. And while the teachings around reincarnation have been well preserved in the East, this concept can be found in many parts of the ancient world. Though of course it may have been understood in different terms with different words. But this idea that we come back, that life continues, that it doesn't just end, has always been with us. It is also notable that even the early Christian texts had references to reincarnation, and that this was removed in the time of Emperor Constantine. Why, of course, this idea of reincarnation is not good business for the church. This allows people too many chances to get redemption and to cleanse their sins. And of course, they wanted this new religion to spread. They wanted everyone to convert. And the next notable point might be, if all memory is our memory, why is it that certain memories are accessed by certain peoples? Certain narratives or themes seem to recur for certain types of people. And of course, the answer to this one is also many-fold. If a soul is choosing to learn and integrate a specific lesson, they may access memories that give them insight into their current lessons that they're trying to unpack or integrate. And so retaining certain memories in that journey may be incredibly useful. If it is your sole purpose to come and cleanse a specific bloodline, you may be particularly connected with the pain and the trauma of that bloodline, as if that memory comes through in your DNA, doesn't it? So what do you think about reincarnation? And congratulations if you made it this far. Do you have past life memories? Or perhaps a sense or a feeling about what you were in a previous lifetime? Share your thoughts below.